Hello my friends and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm of course Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today I've got the last of the Aliens painting videos. So I got the Queen. Yep, nice big figure, the Queen. And 4 drones. So I'll just pick up 2 of them, and 4 regular alien drones. So I've actually already primed these. So you know what? Let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start off with the, of course, the black semi-gloss, and we'll just go from there. All right. So let me get this ready. All right. Let's just get right onto it. Okay. Now let's start with the Queen, actually. Why not, right? So I know I've been going back and forth with some of the other colors. I went back to the yellow-green color for this group. I actually did that very deliberately. So, because I remember from when Dark Horse Comics had the Alien franchise, and basically the exclusive rights to make comics for the Alien franchise. They used to talk about what was considered, what they called royal jelly, which is basically all the stuff that was inside that whole big structure that the Alien Queen makes to deposit the eggs. Look at that already. I gotta go to the jar. Such a big piece. So yeah, and so I figured, you know what? When I do this, let me use the yellow-green color, because it does very much look like that whole egg sac thing that, from the movie Aliens. I think that's the only time we ever actually saw it. So, yeah. Figured why the heck not, right? Now, of course, this is black on black, black primer. There's a black piece already. So I'm just scanning it so that the skin shines like it does in the movies. Alright, that's enough for the Queen. Let's get to the drones, which will definitely not take as much time. And then when I'm done with this, we'll let this dry and move on to all the little details, which really won't take that long. So, before I did this video, I did my next cooking video, which I did beef stew. Be sure to check that out. It came out really good, and I actually made real mashed potatoes. I did not make instant to go with it to make it Irish beef stew. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's going to be dropping at the same time this video is. And I try to have a wide range of things I can do on this channel, because there are a lot of different hobbies out there. Some people do consider cooking a hobby. This is, of course, definitely a hobby. Yeah, so it's a lot of different things I try to cover on the channel, being that I did call it Hobby Showcase. But first and foremost, I will, of course, always show the hobbies that I am involved in, because they're the ones that I know about. And if you, as always, I've always said, if you have any other ideas, that you want to share, please put it in the chat. I feel like we don't really use the chat in these videos. I always have them active. So, I always have the comments turned on, because, I do want to get comments, although sometimes I will admit some people who comment are not, they're just doing it to get a rise, and, those I do not, whoops, Those I don't really give much attention to, or any attention to be honest, because you know that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to be made fun of. I do this to have a, well, first off, to show off hobbies and to have a nice discussion about it if need be. All right, got one more alien to go, and then we're going to take a break. Alright, so also, I know with these painting videos I tend to, I put put pictures of previous minis that I've painted in the, like in between the scenes. And this will be no different, although being that I kind of jumped right into painting rather than taking an initial break, you know, this, I mean, there's going to be not as many breaks, but I'm going to put all of the pictures involving this in. And then at the very end is going to be a picture of all of them all together. It's going to look like one big horde of aliens. And okay, so that's all I can do with the semi-gloss black. Alright, unfortunately I did not leave myself a napkin to wipe the brush. I go reaching for it. Oops. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let that black paint dry, and then when I come back I'm going to start on all the little details. Alright, so stay tuned and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and all that black paint is dried. It's hard to tell, but I know it did. So let's get right to all the details. Alright, so, and of course, with these pieces, the details isn't really that much. So we're going to start with the yellow-green first. And you know what? Let's save the queen for last. Alright. I did try to use different colors on different groups that I had put together for these aliens. And I added a little variety. So, you know, should look interesting, especially when John and I use this on the Tabletop Jones channel. Yeah. There's activity going on around me, so any noises you hear, it's just activity. Okay, so yeah, so I decided for this last batch to go back to the yellow-green. Oops, there we go. And you know, like I said in the like I said earlier, you know, when I do the pictures for in between the scenes, which realistically this is, you know, for this one it's just going to be 2. So anyway, I'm going to be putting all of the pictures, you know, of all the minis, of all the alien minis, and the very last one is going to be all of them together. And it's going to look like one big horde of aliens. So, I don't know, I think that it might be cool. I think so. If you're into this stuff, which of course I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Alright, let's... Yeah, there's like little details that, you know, if you're not paying attention, it's kind of hard to see. That's what I'm trying to basically kind of emphasize here. Alright. We're almost done with this color. I'm going to do a little bit extra on the queen though. Looks like I ran out of that, so I'm going to do from there. Alright. Oops. A little bit too much. Okay, now trying to get every little nook and cranny here. Okay. Alright. Now, for the big mama here. So let's see, you want to do a little, oh, there we go, yeah, do a little bit here. Okay. Oh, quite a bit on the underside here, so we're gonna get this little to be like, I guess the correct word is highlighted. It's almost like I'm going over it with a highlighter pen. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. There are quite a few little bits here and there. Trying to catch all of them if I can. Yeah. And I actually just did a quick look because I never did. I was going to see if they had something that would indicate where the egg sac would attach. But no, they didn't do that. Wow, there are quite a few areas to kind of highlight. Alright. Looks like I got, oh, I'll get a little bit under there. I think I pretty much got everything I could get for this color. Oops. Oh boy. Amazing what clings to your fingers, right? Alright, let's clean that brush. Don't need that no more. We're done with this color. And next, she'll be the, the last, is the flat aluminum. Because, like I said in all the other videos for this, when these guys are drooling, and they seem to be doing that often, it looks metallic. And of course, try to get the claws as best I can. And spikes along the tail. Again, as best I can. And of course the end of the tail, which just looks like a giant blade. right. Okay. Whoops. Oh. Getting every little bit that I can. Alright. Like I said, this is the last part to this. Because I'd pretty much saved the alien queen for last. Like, yeah, save the best for last, right? Alright, good. Alright. Okay. Almost done with the drones. Got one left to go, and then the queen, and then it's finished. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now the queen. And of course the queen's got to have the extra set of arms, right? Okay. Yeah, this brush is getting quite a bit frayed out. I'm going to have to maybe get rid of this one. Okay, alright. Get more of the toes there. Now, the queen's spiky tail is more prominent. It's more easier to determine where to put all this nice metal colored paint. Yep, and that's just about it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Got this finished. Alright, so now give me a sec here as I get them ready to present. Here they are. Alien Queen and drone. I'm just gonna turn them around. Okay, so that's all I got. At the end, that's the end of this little series of all. This is all now. All the aliens painted and ready to deploy in Aliens into the Glorious Day in the Core. As I said on Tabletop Jones Productions, John and I will be playing that game eventually. I can't say when because we're trying to make up a schedule. And as soon as he's done with the haunted house that he's involved in, it's out here in Staten Island. You could check out John's social media, and he should have the flyer up somewhere. So I know he has it on Instagram, and you can find him as John Thompson. So anyway, once he's done with that, we're gonna get when we start making our schedule, we will be coming to this game, and we're gonna have a great time. And so anyway, that's all I got for today. Please like, subscribe, and share. Do as much as possible. It's the best way to support me and to support the channel. Please go to Tabletop Jones Productions and do the same there. You could also, like I said, you could also find me and John on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on Instagram, and we're on TikTok. So you can find us easily. we might start putting the links up soon. So if you want to find us on social media, just stay tuned for that. All right. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again. Take care of yourself.